goes, ladies, should your man voice his frustration or discontent with his personal life to you? Okay, we can start with Icy and work our way down. Should your guy complain about his personal life to you?
I mean, yes, because I like knowing everything. I'm nosy. Like, tell me everything.
Okay. Now, the second question is, would that help or hurt him long term?
Only thing that will hurt him, sorry to cut you off, but the only thing that will hurt him if he cries in front of me. I lose respect if a person cries because I don't know how to react towards that. It's like, you're crying.
Okay.
So he could tell you his daily like issues, but when he cries, that's a wrap.
Because issues will come and go. You know what I'm saying? I got my own personal issues. I want you to hear me out when I'm venting. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're going through, you know, I want to know. But if it's like you're about to cry type shit, don't do it. Don't do it. Go over there with your friends.
Fair enough. What about you?
I mean, I would want him to express it to me. It is a partnership, so hopefully he would express it to me. I mean, I kind of agree with her with the crying thing. I don't know how I would react to it, but I mean, if he does cry, I do think it would be a little sweet, you know.
And then she'll leave him. Yep. Yeah. Crying is one of those things where, like, it's until it happens in front of the girl, she doesn't know how she's going to react. And I would argue most of the time, more than likely, it's probably not going to be favorable to you when you cry in front of her, bro. It's going to trigger something in her brain like, this guy's a fucking pussy.
If you're going to cry alone, bro.
Yeah.
But what about vice versa? Do you guys lose respect if a girl like cries in front of you?
Not at all. Because women are emotional and erratic. So it's we just understand that that's how women are. Like, I'll get annoyed maybe if she cries all the fucking time, but I'm not gonna like lose attraction for her, you know, because she cries, because that's just how women are. Is they're emotional in general.
We gotta be their rock. So
yeah. You might get annoyed, but you're not gonna necessarily, if she does it all the time, especially. But you're not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm not gonna fuck this girl no more because she cries too much or whatever.
Yo, dry those tears up, man. About to make you wet.
I strongly disagree.
That was pretty funny, man. Look at everybody. All right, I was trying.
Yeah, go ahead.
I disagree with the girls. Crying doesn't really bother me.
Stop the cap.
It's happened to me multiple times. I think what
Where's that guy now, though?
Yep. Niggas cry to you? Yep.
Crickets.
Quite more than I would like.
And they're all gone.
You must be Oracle. You must be a damn Oracle.
Yeah, she gave them all the fucking.
My thing would be, what would really turn me off would be, basically like a poor solution.
That makes sense.
Like, let's say I'm cool with my guy venting to me. Cool, let's figure it out. What do you need me to do? How can I help you? How can we solve it? But a guy that's like, oh, you know, fuck this shit, I'm stressed out, I can't figure it out, and then like doesn't really act on it to actually solve his issue, that would be like, oh no, you're just a crybaby and a weak ass nigga. Like, I can't do that.
So like,
but if he cries, more than likely it's because he can't solve the issue.
If he's crying out of frustration, I get that. But if he's crying like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, I'm never gonna figure it out, like, that's different.
How would you know which crying he's doing though?
Because there's a cry. Okay, I'm sorry.
You know, are you crying out of frustration, or tell me how close you are to this problem?
I don't know. I can tell, because it's like you can be frustrated right now because like you don't see the solution, but then there's like the crying that you're just crying and you're not trying to figure it out. You get what I'm saying?
Because I'm thinking
men are supposed to be problem solvers, right?
Exactly.
My point is, if you can cry, but if you're not solving the problem, you're canceled. But if you can cry and solve the problem, I'm okay.
Because I'm thinking, right? Let's say he loses his job.
Okay.
He comes home, he's like, yo, babe, I lost my job, but I'm gonna go work this side job for now till I get another job. And he might be like, you know what? I love party.
High school.
However, he comes home to you, he's like, I lost my job, babe, I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Is that what
that's
you mean?
Okay. Yes, that's okay. If he just cries and he's like, I lost my job, and he stays home for a month, we have a problem. We're not doing that.
Yeah, sure.
But if you're like, I'm crying, I lost my job, okay, fuck it, let me figure out what I'm gonna do. Let me start trapping, let me do this, let me do that, whatever. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
But
don't be a crybaby and just not do nothing. That's my problem.
So once he takes action after, it's fine.
Yes. You can cry for 5 minutes and get over it.
I don't
Chin
know.
up, chest off.
I don't know, man. I'm not convinced.
I mean, the track record speaks for itself. Every guy that's crying in front of her, she's single now. What does that tell you? Like, I mean, because the other thing too is that you got to understand that if a guy is crying to you in the first place, it says a lot about where that man stands as far as like maturity, ability to handle problems, ability to, you know, deal with said problems, etc. So there's an entire totality of circumstances with that man. If he's crying in front of you, 9 out of 10 times he has other things that are out of place, which is what led him to cry in the first place.
Okay.
A guy that's a man in charge, he ain't going to sit there and cry in front of a girl because he already knows deep down, like, she ain't capable of helping me out. She a woman.
Can I just clarify?
go ahead.
My last relationship
Misogyny.
didn't end because we decided to break up. It was life occurrences. So and he cried in front of me. And I don't think I lost respect for him for that.
Okay.
Wait, y'all aren't together no more.
No.
He had a motorcycle accident.
He had a motorcycle accident. We know.
No, he ain't died.
He didn't.
Don't put that on him.
He's alive. Jesus.
You still have occurrences. I thought nigga passed away.
I know.
He did, but he's alive.
Wait,
Okay.
At the same time.
Oh, he's disabled.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless his heart.
But it doesn't change the fact that you still broke up with him.
Well, I
we,
mean,
we didn't break up. It wasn't like, oh, we're done. It was like,
well, he
we're
can't-
together, accident, we can't be together now.
He can't really do anything.
He can't.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
Completely disabled, Myron.
Like his
everything.
action button
He can't
doesn't
even
work.
speak
He's
right.
limited.
Yeah, but what Myron's
everything.
saying is you claim that you're single.
I am single because we can no longer be in a relationship. How is that ever
I
going to
mean,
work?
you could be with him and still.
I can't.
Bro, come on, bro.
I think
Like, be
but the thing
realistic,
is, we're
'cause-
we're just coming to the conclusion that, hey, he cried in front of you and you're not with him anymore. So still doesn't change.
But it's not because he cried or
Yeah.
because I lost respect for him. It was other things.
Yeah, of course.
the nigga
I
can't
still
smash no more.
respected him. I
He can't
still,
smash.
I still
I'm gonna say
respect
it.
him. I still
He
respect
can't
him
smash
now.
no more. I'm gonna say he can't smash.
Yeah, like
That's why they broke up.
he can't walk.
All
It's
right.
fucked up, but
Can't
I
walk,
get it.
can't talk.
He can't smash.
It also proves the point that like men are only valued on that they provide value. That's
Yeah,
just, that's the
yeah.
truth.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if she really loved them, she would stay.
Briffwood's law, nigga.
Stop.
Briffwood's
First
law.
of all,
Stop.
You
don't
take
do
care-
that because you know I was taking care of him. So don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
Briffwood's law.
I'll give you that.
All right. Okay. What about you?
I think that this whole male-female thing, we forget that everybody's human. So when a baby boy is born, the mother and the father is not telling that little boy, don't cry when you're hungry. Don't cry when you're sad. Don't cry when mommy leaves the room. We
Agreed.
embrace it and we're like, oh, you're so amazing. But at some point, when a little boy grows into a young man, all of a sudden, your emotions are supposed to be turned off.
Don't cry.
I think that's lame. That mindset is lame, and I think it's incorrect. If a man cries to me about some real shit, I'm going to be like, wow, he just exposed himself and allowed himself to be vulnerable to me, like he fucks with me. Because I know how serious that is for you guys to not do that.
See, you're mature enough to say that, right? However, the girl next to you might not be.
That's because I'm 37.
Yeah.
I've
So
seen
for-
a lot of shit.
So, for
A
example,
lot of shit.
let's
And
say,
I own it, you know?
let's say the guy,
own it.
right, is going to cry in front of you.
Yeah.
You might have a good reaction, but she might not. So we're
Exactly.
just saying for most guys, don't do it because you never know what's going to happen. So we're just saying, be stoic.
Unless you know that woman or that man or that family member, because the family member could make you feel stupid or your homeboy can make you feel stupid. Like, only show vulnerability when you can trust that it will be received properly.
Right.
But let's be real here, though. You don't truly know that. Like, for example, until it happens, you don't really know that.
I think you do.
You know if somebody fuck with you or not.
I think you
Most
do.
women don't know how they'll react to their man crying in front of them
Yeah.
until it actually happens.
That's
and at
true.
that point,
Yeah.
it might be too late. So what we're saying is, why open up Pandora's box?
Just be safe and don't do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I
we're
agree
just
with
saying, be
that.
careful.
I think that's an excuse. Like, you know the person that you're vetting.
But at the same time, can we put tears on a schedule? Can I be like, okay, 5 minutes, I'm gonna wait for them to leave the room because God forbid I gotta cry, I gotta wait till they go to the bathroom.
Yes,
Like,
you absolutely can. Because
Yeah.
that's the main difference between men and women.
mhm.
Women are taught, hey, if you're emotional, whatever, let it out, etc. As a man, a big cornerstone of masculinity is actually controlling your emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go ahead and look at the prison system.
do you
That's
feel
filled
that
with a
that's
bunch of
fair?
guys that can't control their emotions.
Do you feel that that's fair for you? Like, is there like I know this whole podcast is about like men strength and all that shit, but let's be real human right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a moment where you felt human, like fuck the man stuff, and you were like, damn, I feel emotional right now, but because of what society tells me, I can't tap into that. Have you
Mm.
ever felt unfair in that
Well,
regard?
number one, life isn't fair in general, so
True.
that's a whole moot point because it is what it is. And then
Yeah.
number two, yeah, I mean, as a man, a big part of you being a man and having that masculine presence is not being a crybaby and oh my God, I can't handle this, whatever.
Mhm.
Only women are afforded the privilege to cry and complain about their situation. Men are not.
So it's like you guys don't even have that privilege.
No, you cry. If you're going to cry and complain, you go do it to guys that are actually in a position to help you. Women
Or-
can't help you with most of your masculine problems. They really can't.
Or by
That's-
yourself.
Yeah.
You know, then that's the painful truth.
I think that sucks. I think we should. I listen. I'm all about. There's things men could do. There's things women can only do. But human shit. Everybody should be allowed to be human, and there should be a box of like, okay, but these things, we're all just human.
No,
Right.
I agree with the fact that we're human, right? We're just saying in the actual scope of a relationship with a woman, you don't know the extent of which she can handle.
Yeah.
So why even put that on her when?
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah,
Because if you don't know, it's like,
that's what we're saying.
I have
let me cry in the bathroom or something.
I have a little
agree.
interjecting question. I mean, if as a man you know that woman that you're vetting, blase squaze, whatever the case may be, can't handle your vulnerability, is that really the choice you want to make? Because that means that you're not even being real with that person. No, because she's just being a woman.
No, because she's being a woman. See, the thing is this. I'm intelligent enough to understand that women look for and screen for security. That's their primary motivating factor.
So you don't think there's a woman that really wants to love you genuinely?
No.
Yes.
No, because
You think that?
No, because women love opportunistically. Women love men for what they provide in general. That's why women look for security features. Is he tall? Does he have money? Is he confident? Is he ambitious? Women look for things that are survival value. Men look for things that are replication value. Can I have attractive children with her? So knowing this, that women, their whole mating strategy is based around and cornered around a man being able to provide security. If I go ahead and cry in front of her, what I'm doing is I'm showing a lack of an ability to provide security. Therefore, I can't get mad if her knee-jerk reaction, which is natural, by the way, she can't help it, is to lose a little bit of respect for me and lose attraction for me as a byproduct of me being a pussy. It's no different than I love a girl, I'm with her, and then for some weird reason, someone pulls up a Pornhub thing, no offense to you, and I see her getting banged out by 3 different dudes. I was like, what the fuck? I'm going to lose attraction for her immediately because my job as a man to look for, is this girl going to provide me replication value as well as be able to determine that the kids are actually mine? So I would equate you crying in front of your girl is almost the same as a guy seeing his girl getting railed or being with other men. Like men want purity in women want security. So we look for different things.
That's
so it's a high risk. So like you saying cry in front of your guy and he'll be okay about it. That's the equivalent to me saying, well, you know what? Show your guy your old OnlyFans videos and see what happens.
Okay.
Some guys might accept it, right?
Yeah.
But most probably won't.
Okay.
Same risk.
Now I'm not asking as far as most guys. I'm asking about Myron. You don't want a girl that's genuinely going to love you. You want a girl that's going to love you for the things that you can provide.
I just understand that's how women love, so I don't get mad at it.
It's not about understanding. I'm talking about genuine, like for real. Is that what you want?
Every girl's going to love me opportunistically.
Can I tell you what he's saying?
I get
from a woman's perspective.
I get it. I'm trying to get to see if he's going to tap into his emotional side.
No, because we
wasn't going.
No, like I'm gonna be real. You meet a guy, and you guys have great conversation, like all the sparkles and the lights, but the bare essentials are not there. Every woman at this table will agree. In the back of your mind, that shit fucks with you. You're like, man, I like him. The sex is great. We have conversation. We do this, we do that. But damn, I'm still working on my, financial situation, and he's not set. So it's almost like if I submit under him, then we just some not set as motherfuckers.
I mean, we do that.
Yeah. That is
day,
real.
Women do that all the time.
That's a very good point.
Women do that.
We make,
and then what do? We back away from
that's ignoring.
He doesn't make us feel secure.
That's ignoring red flags.
But I
Women do that all the time.
I get what you're saying, right? Because generally, I want that. Women to care for me genuinely,
right.
And I do see desire as well. However, here's the problem: it can change from day to day. So, for example, you might generally care about me today, but I might do something that you don't like. You're like, you know what? That was distasteful.
Right.
Why you do that? Keep it in the back of your head.
Right.
Something else happens as well. It adds on as well, and then start crying to you. It's like, oh, this nigga's a lame now. I'm done with him. And at that point, you might at one point have loved me, genuinely, but because of multiple occurrences, you're like, nah, this shit not adding up. Long term, I don't see this happening. I'm out.
That has to do.
You never know.
That has to do with the kind of women that you're fucking with.
No, but it could be any girl. Like I said before, you might have loved you at the very beginning, but he cheats on you, he hits you. It's like a occurrence where you can't help it.
You get fed up.
You get fed up. You're human, right?
Point. Right. No,
now,
I get that.
And and women don't love idealistically. Like women only love you under that you bring some type of value, whether it's financial, masculinity, whatever it is. Women are security seekers. They're wired to get their needs met through men. So that's just what it is. And if you don't believe me, like if you look at a girl that's hyper successful, right, that makes a lot of money, she's already taken care of the security on her own, right? She's made her own money. She's successful. But guess what? She still wants a man. No, she still wants a man that makes as much as, if not more money than herself. So that goes to show how deep rooted security is in women, where even if it's provided for themselves, they refuse to be with a man that can't provide them an extra layer of security on top of the security they already have. So you can't fight biology. That's just how it goes.
Right.
I agree.
So me as a man, knowing this, I know women can only love you if they respect you first.
Yeah.
So it starts with this. I need to become that guy.
That's true.
Then she's going to respect me. Once she respects me, then the next layer is, then she'll love me. But if I go ahead and try to skip to love without her respecting me, it ain't going to work.
Right.
And that's how you end up in shitty ass relationships where girls resent their man. They're smacking him up in Target saying he's a pussy, whatever it may be, because that guy thought he could skip the foundation of what? Me being the guy, then me having the respect, then getting the love. You might be able to get to that love with skipping respect, but guess what's going to happen? It's going to be a miserable existence for you and her. So again, I just know how women are wired. I can't sit here and be like, I wish a girl would love me for me. No, I operate in reality. I know women love me for what I provide.
Right.
That's just how it is. So I'm going to continue to be the best version of myself. And that's what it is. Now, with that said, knowing how women operate and that they do this shit, that's why I think monogamy is stupid. I'm going to have as many hoes as I can, because I look at it like I have to bust my ass to become a somebody. So I'm not going to sit here and be monogamous to one girl when I have to bust my ass to get to this point. I think monogamy is foolish for guys, especially that have money or status.
Right.
And I'm just doing what all other guys wish they could do. But most guys are monogamous because they must be. So I'm playing the game as well. I'm using female nature back against them, because having other girls does make you inherently attractive. So I accept reality, and I'm basically accommodating my efforts to deal with the said reality versus crying and complaining like, girls are so fucked up. They want me for my status and stuff, or they don't love me for me. And I just acknowledge this and accept it.
No,
Just like, for example, right? I said all the time, I even said on the show, she likes me for me. Now, when I said that, people hold on. When I said that, right, people got upset because so it sounds funny, right?
Right.
When I said that, I meant, for example, the person that I became.
Right.
So back in the day, I was somebody before, but I wasn't at the level where I was at. But now I become who I am. She likes me for me. So that being said, I'm just saying, for the most part, love is a real thing. It's a real feeling.
Right.
However, it can change. For example, you could love somebody for all the love as well. So it can change from day to day.
Especially with women. I mean, women overwhelmingly initiate the breakups and the divorces. So what does that tell you? It tells you that for women, like it's very easy for them to fall out of love with you. And I think the only way that you're going to maintain that is by continuing to be the person that she fell in love with in the first place. A lot of guys make the mistake and change and acclimate to what she wants. Oh, babe, I think you should cut your hair. Oh, babe, I think you should spend more time with me. Blah, 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 blah. Hell no. The women don't even know what they want for lunch. Why the fuck am I going to listen to her with when it comes to, you were attracted to me in the first place. I'm going to continue to be the asshole that you fell in love with.
Yeah.
So I think that's the big thing, is that once you become vulnerable, once you switch up, once you change, once you become emotional, it starts to have the girl go like, what the fuck? If I could change this guy, someone else might be able to too. This guy's steadfast, and what the hell he's got going on? And then you lose respect for him. As you lose respect, attraction comes down alongside with it, and then bam, it's an L.
Imagine you're at war and your leader, your officer says, "Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm crying." You're gonna be like, "Nigga, you can't even lead me. I'm out of here."
You're fired.
Yeah. So imagine a relationship where your man is leader.
I think it depends on the level of evolution. If you can keep up with each other's evolution through different situations, it kind of keeps out the respect, no matter if you cry in front of the girl or not. That's that. If you're gonna show her more, like,
we're not monkeys.
What?
We're not monkeys.
Can you go a little bit deeper? Yeah. Can you go a little bit deeper into that? I don't understand the evolution part that you're getting at.
Well, things happen, in a daily life. Like,
of course.
You face different situations, like at work, in a real life with friends, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It gets harder every time, and you're gonna go cry to your girl like, "Oh my god, I can't deal with that. I can't like come up with a solution," and she's gonna provide you with a solution. And you're gonna keep complaining. It means you can't keep up with her evolution on your problems. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's why I'm a big proponent on, you need to go to your guy friends with your problems.
Your what friends?
Your guy friends.
I thought we weren't allowed to do that.
No, the man.
Oh,
the man. The girl, you can complain to, because the reason for that, ladies, is because as a woman, you can complain to your man all day and cry and be emotional, and he'll be okay with it. Like, to some degree, he's not going to like resent you for it. Whereas if I was to be emotional to you and cry all the time, you will definitely start to resent me for it.
Yeah, I think if it's like a common thing where you just steady crying and complaining about everything, that's a problem. But if there's like situations where you just, like whatever, like serious life situations that you just break down, I could take that. But if it's like daily shit, like simple shit that you could just handle. Like just talk to me about it, and we could just talk it out. There's no reason.
Here's the thing. Telling a woman about your problems is like, let's say I broke my leg. Am I gonna go to someone that handles bones, or am I gonna go to a dentist?
Handles bones.
Okay, what you guys are essentially telling me to do though is to go to a dentist. The dentist can't help me, which is exactly what I'm trying to say when I say women can't help you with your problems.
But sometimes they'll be like, they don't know what to do, and they'll be like, well, maybe you could try this, and like you could kind of guide them, because sometimes they don't,
and maybe sometimes
I don't got no cavities though, so it's a waste of my time to go talk to the dentist. Is what I'm trying to say. It's just an analogy I'm describing.
I think it's a personal thing for him, because like I don't think he can talk to a girl that's gonna outsmart him. So for him, that doesn't apply. But maybe like a street nigga, that he's frustrated.
I'm giving guys general advice that it's probably in your best interest to not tell your girl your problems, or like if you do tell her about a problem, be like, yo, it's already solved or on the way to solving it, versus like, I don't know what to do, and trying to get her for a solution.
But you're like
about the growth about your
a high value man. Most of the guys that are like watching are like in their mom's couch.
But I'm teaching them this behavior to not do that.
They don't lose. So for example, right? Let's say 2 scenarios here. I come to you, princess, and I say, yo, babe, I had an issue at work. I might have lost my job, but guess what? I solved it. Let's go on a vacation. Or I say, damn, babe, lost my job. I'm crying to you. I don't know what to do. What do you prefer? A, right? The first option.
First, of course.
I had a problem. I solved it. And let's go have fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
So,
but if you came to me with, I don't know what to do, what should we do? I'm gonna be like, come on, you want to find another job? Let's start sending applications.
No, but
like,
imagine,
I'm gonna help you with
I already
that.
solved the problem. It's already done.
That's even better. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
so we're just saying, why even put the option of making you feel a sort of way? But I can fix the problem myself, talk to my boys, work it out. Let's go have fun together.
I think women just want to feel useful in that sense.
Yeah.
We just want to feel like you need us emotionally. Because I mean, if you can lie to us about giving us a fairy tale, why can't you like make me feel good about making your feelings feel good? Like
you could clean,
just lie a little more.
Make coffee, you could do it.
Yeah, just say
okay, but
cooking and cleaning is not enough.
Vent to me and tell me, baby, I need a hot bath. I've had a bad day. Okay, just lie a little bit more and make me feel useful in that sense. That's I guess really what.
No, but
I don't agree.
2 different things though.
Women do want to be
How is that
useful,
different?
but
that's venting. A guy venting to his girl and making her feel useful about venting.
No, because one is a hot bath, right? And the other one is being unemployed. So if I'm unemployed, then you're like, the hot path won't be there. Like, you have no power, nigga. All right. So end of the day, it's like
your power's not gonna get cut off the same day you got fired.
I don't know, in 2 or 3 weeks. Like, you don't want to wait around. So
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna wait 2-3 weeks until our power goes off. That's what I hope you tell me before our power gets cut off, because I'm gonna figure something out.
I think the way to answer this properly is to say that the utility that women offer typically is not rooted in the ability to create resources.
Right.
I mean, are there girls out there that are bosses that can make their own money? For sure. But most are not. And most girls that's not their utility, is like, oh, you know what? Let me go to my girl and try to figure out from her how I should move in life and get some money. Because if she was successful in the first place, guess what? She probably got with a successful guy.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'm shooting myself in the fucking foot by going to a masculine ass woman that already built an empire saying, I need help, my empire's crumbling. So that's why guys really got to be on point. And the more successful the girl, the even more so he has to be on point.
That's why Kim left Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, he started to have a mental breakdown, and then she was like, oh my God, I don't know where this guy stands, blah blah blah. And obviously Kim Kardashian, that's a whole other situation. But it goes to show, like, women are going to be women at the end of the day. So, and Kim Kardashian just displayed female nature. I'm not surprised that she did what she did. That's, a lot of girls would do the shit that she would do. And the more money a woman has, the less tolerant she will be of a man's ineptitude to a degree, even if he has his own money. Like, that's where masculinity and controlling your emotions is extremely important. And Kanye was not able to control his emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
I think also it's a safety thing. In his regard, we don't know the depths of it. We only know what we're told, the truth. But as a woman, if I was in those shoes, I'm like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm looking at my kids and I'm like, this person is literally a ticking time bomb and I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
So another thing is, if you start a relationship making a woman feel safe, never make her feel unsafe.
And how do you do that?
By kind of being and you had,
I said it earlier, being the guy being the same man that she fell in love with and maintaining that emotional stability. Right. I don't think it's probably one of the most underrated traits a man can have. is having emotional stability, or especially around women, because when you're erratic, you're emotionally you're on edge. You don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, we could look at prison. There's a bunch of guys in there that are emotionally erratic, and that's what led them in prison. But being able to control your emotions is an extremely important trait. And I would argue it's probably one of the main delineating lines between masculinity and femininity. Women are accepted for being emotionally erratic. Men are not. Because when men are emotionally erratic, what happens? School shootings, people die, people get hurt. Because when a man can't control his emotions, he can act in the physical and actually hurt someone. When a woman, oh my God, I hate you, she might punch you a little bit. Yeah. But bro, bitches are weak. Let's be honest. You know, if you're an able-bodied guy and your girl hits you or whatever, you're like, man, get the fuck out of here. Chill.
Unless they have knives.
Yeah, knives.
Well, yeah, that would suck.
I see.
But in general, as a man, one of the most attractive things you can do, it's the cornerstone of masculinity, is being able to control your emotions and be stoic.
It's funny. Women always champion emotional intelligence. And I think it's intelligent to not show your emotions because that's intelligence emotionally.
Oh,
just saying.
Fresh is hitting us with a deep quote.
Go, Fresh. I like that.